So now we are live. Hello all once again. This is once again the series that we have started with the V Mentoring team lately as an inspiration series to those that they feel right now a bit of unstuck or they do not know where to start and to go after their dreams. And today we have a great story to share with Kat Parra. Katiuska, hello, how are you? Thank you for joining me.
Hello. Hi, Virginia. Thank you.
Hello, Kat. You're based in London, is that correct?
Yes. I mean,
Amazing. Amazing. So those are very short stories. We're going to start with your own background, your success story, because no win is a small win. And of course, then one tip or something you would like based on your own experience to share with other colleagues that might starting out right now or whatever is their stage, they would really like to hear some motivational stories. And let's start with your background. I will share how we met. So you are a graduate of the Fully Book Translator Formula. You were one of the first people who trusted me and joined my program, and I really appreciate that. And I think it's almost a year right now after the completion of the program, because Catherine from Toronto, if you remember, she just contacted me. She's so happy to participate in this series. And she told me, wow, it's great 1 year after to share what has happened in Win after the completion of the program. So can't wait to have this live with Catherine as well. Thank you for joining us, and maybe you should introduce yourself to those that they didn't know you already, your background, and your business. Yes.
so my name is Kat. Well, I'm Katiuska, but everyone calls me Kat. My name is too long. I'm a legal translator. I translate mainly English into Italian, but I do some Italian into English, and I've recently added Spanish to my working languages because I'm bilingual, but I never considered Spanish for some reason. But I recently added it now. It's been a couple of months, and I'm happy that I did it because diversification, like we were talking in the course as well.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm really so happy for your progress. We follow each other online on social media, Instagram, LinkedIn, and so on. So I'm really proud of your progress, okay? Because success is defined different for each of us. And I don't know what each of us defines success, but for me, success is actually to see progress, to develop yourself personally and professionally. And I see that in you. So when I asked you, do you have any success story? You told me you were a bit skeptical, but you told me, yes, I have a lot of new collaborations, more jobs and projects. So for me, that's a great success. Okay. What else a newbie or a new translator in the business in 1 year term to expect rather than having a lot of new collaborations? And you told me that even yesterday, you just delivered 3 projects in 1 day. So for me, that's great success. And I think that's the ideal situation of everyone starting out right now. So we might not consider it as a big win, but people are starting out right now and they're looking for only one client. Okay, listen to your story that you just delivered 3 projects. You have a new collaboration coming in the whole time. It seems like the ideal situation to them. So I would really love to hear your story because definitely will inspire some people to go after their dreams as well.
Yes, well, that's I think that's the thing that you don't think that you're being successful until you think about how things have changed in a specific amount of time. And if I think about my situation 1 year ago was completely different. I think 1 year ago when the pandemic hit, it was a time when I decided that I was really going to go for freelance profession. I still work full-time as well, so I'm doing both, but actually for me the pandemic was great because now
for those that they don't know it, so you work as an in-house, okay?
Yes, I work in-house.
You're a freelancer, but only 1 year ago you decided after the Fully Booked Translator Forum to go after going freelancing, maybe more professionally. And during the pandemic, yes, I interrupted you during the pandemic.
I meant that it was great for me because I didn't have to go to work. So I saved a lot of time. And of course, the amount of work that we had at the office was less. So I had more time to do my own things, which was great. I think it's an ideal situation that everyone wants to find themselves in. You get paid to do a lot less than what you were doing, and you're progressing in whatever it is that you want to do personally.
Sometimes, and many of us, myself included, there was a lot of opportunities during the pandemic, and one opportunity you just mentioned it, you were able to have more time to invest in your freelance career, whereas at the same time keeping your full-time job, which is the ideal situation for an in-between situation that you're right now before you actually leave one job to I suppose to focus on your freelance career. So tell us about, so you had more time for your freelance career during the pandemic.
Yes,
so you
I had more
direct clients who everyone, I can tell you, who is starting out, they are afraid or they do not know how to get into that. So also we shouldn't underestimate the fact that you are working with direct clients, even if they're individuals or individual projects, they're still direct clients.
Yes, I think, well, in this case, I think every situation is different. It depends on where you are in the world, what are your language combinations. And I think in this sense, I'm quite lucky in a sense because I'm in the UK and I do legal translation. So when you're in a different country, everyone needs legal translation at some point in their lives.
Exactly.
So what I did was, which I don't know, it was quite how can I say, logical for me. I just joined lots of Facebook groups. I wasn't going very aggressive with the marketing, but
it's not you, it's not yourself.
Yeah,
you need to be yourself. Yeah.
But I started showing up, like I did a few posts, and then I was responding to people who needed help with translations. I even started, actually, this is something I did. I even started giving some advices to people who needed help with some specific thing, because even if it's not translation, your name is still there, and just people remember you at some point. So it's a time investment that you make, but I think it pays off in the end.
Exactly.
So yeah, even though you're not getting anything. So yeah, I think over the course of the year, I did also a few things. So I don't know, I got my own stamp, and I did business cards, and I invested in some stationery stuff that I had. So I bought a printer because I didn't have before.
Full home office, a full home established. So great. And also you became member of the biggest associations there. You get clients through those associations as well. So for me, it's really inspiring the fact that you mentioned already how to get clients online, because during the pandemic, it's a fact that we are closed in our home. There are no networking events to find clients. And you found a way, to fill that gap of networking by doing that online. And what a better way to do that online if not participating in groups where your clients are. Whoever is your client and whatever is your specialization, doesn't really matter for you, it's legal. In specific groups that you participate, but it's a great strategy behind of that for anyone, for any kind of specialization, to find the groups where your ideal clients are and start networking in a very natural way, not aggressive, because I'm not into that aggressive marketing strategies. I might teach some of them, but I always tell to my mentees, you need to do things that you feel comfortable, and they are always align with your personality and your character, because otherwise you won't do that consistently.
And it doesn't work.
And yes, it doesn't work at the end. So thank you for sharing that. So for me, in 1 year time, you have your stamp, business card, your brand, you have your website that people will see in the description box.
Yeah, I have a logo. I have a professional logo now.
Yeah. And all of these in 1 year time, in between the pandemic, where everyone felt stuck and they didn't have job. And you tell me that I have a lot of more jobs and a lot of more projects during a pandemic, because we're still in a crisis all over the world. And you're so happy with the results. And for me, that's success, to be happy and to see progress. And thank you for being here and sharing this great and inspiring story. And also the facts, because you mentioned I'm lucky, I'm here in a country where people, they might need those kind of services. I don't believe in lucky. You found the lucky situation for you. I believe that all of us, wherever we're based in the world, located, we can find that situation, to feel lucky and to be able to serve our own audience. You found your own lucky situation there. but there is such a situation for all of us, wherever we are based. Okay, it doesn't really matter.
And I know lots of translators that are here in the UK, and they don't do legal translations. They do, I don't know, marketing, and they are working, because I know a few of them. So
yes, you need to find your own paths, to find your own clients, find your own target market, and the lucky opportunities, if we can say, to feel lucky yourself for your own situation and position. So amazing. Thank you so much. And also finding the marketing strategies that they really work for you, for your own personality, for your own character. That's also a great key of success. If you want my opinion on that, people that are successful, they're not doing things just to do things. They do things that they enjoy doing. And actually they add a part of consistency in that, which actually we were discussing previously. You need to find that balance of consistency, but definitely find things that you really enjoy doing. And actually they bring you results as well in your business. And in your case, that's the case. They bring you results. So amazing. Thank you for sharing that as
not
well.
overnight results, but they're not overnight results, but there are results.
Let's talk about that, since you mentioned not overnight. I don't think overnight success is so common. I've heard some stories of overnight success, but those are the exception. Okay, and if we want to define success should have a character of a long term. Okay, success not overnight, because sometimes yes, might come overnight, but might leave also over the next day. But still, let's discuss about that, because you decided your own topic. Patience is the key. And since you mentioned that, if you would like to give us some tips about that as well.
So now I realize only this now that it's been a year, but I remember when I first started studying, it was 1 year ago. I remember that I was really impatient. So I wanted everything now and then. So I wanted a website, and I wanted loads of clients, and I wanted, the professional office, and I wanted everything basically right away. And the reality is that it's just not possible for various reasons. I mean, even if you have the money to invest, doesn't mean that you're gonna get the 10 clients a day. So I realized that as the months went by, I was having like loads of more jobs, or I was able to do a little bit more things. So whenever I used to do, maybe at the beginning was 1 job a month. So whenever I was earning, I was investing. So I don't know, with 1 job I bought the printer, with another job I bought the stamp, and then I did the business card. So we're lucky that all these things are pretty much, pretty much cheap nowadays. I mean, you don't pay much for business cards, you don't pay much for printer. So but I did things little by little. So I didn't do everything in one go. Because I understand that right now people are in a crisis. We're all in a pandemic, so we don't have a lot of money to invest like maybe we could have had before the pandemic. But I did little things little by little. So I realized that, I know, clients were expecting a stamp, so I invested in a stamp. I mean, everything, it just has its own timing, and I think you should be ready. You should be doing what you're ready to do. Because if you're not ready, I don't know, for example, to have an office, I mean, you don't have to have an office to work specifically, because you can do that from home, and there are plenty of translators who do this. And then, of course, when we did the course and I joined your program, I did what I did with the emails, and then I got one agency who's sending me work for actually the European Commission. So I think it's not that bad.
Kidding me? People are seeing those things that you are discussing right now in their dreams. They do not know how to get an agency, how to get European Commission projects. Okay, they do not know how to earn the money to actually invest in their office stamp, business cards, and so on. They do not know what to write in the business card. They do not know what to write in a website. You had all this knowledge, okay?
Yeah.
And I have 2 comments, if you allow me, before you continue. Yeah. The patience is really important, because I've seen all of my mentees joining the program. The program is only 3 months, okay? Besides the alumni that I have now, which is annual, all my programs are for 3 months to show you the process. Yeah. I've seen in my programs, especially the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System, people earning back the amount of money they invest in my programs multiple times during the program, which actually it means that they deliver the projects that they get during the program, and they issue invoices of multiple figures during the program. So yes, it's feasible during the 3 months, yes, to get results right away. But it's not for everyone the same. So for me, having the patience to see what works for your own business model, your own character and personality, because if you're not into aggressive, for exam strategies, maybe you need more time to see results. I had people who actually on LinkedIn in 2 weeks, they contacted 2,000 people. So if you contact so many people, there is no reason not to see, okay? The 3% conversion rate that we say, it's 3%. But you need to do the work in order to see the 3% conversion rate. So for me, first of all, we need to realize that it's a great program because it helps you to get the knowledge. So after the program, you knew what to write in your business card, or you knew that you need to create a business card. You need to create a website. You know what to write in your website or where to find the clients.
On the LinkedIn profile, I wouldn't say I had no
profile. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if whatever I had on my LinkedIn profile was okay or not. And even though maybe I'm not right now using LinkedIn as much maybe as I should, but at least it's there and it's a great window and it has all the right information written in the right way.
Exactly.
And actually, I've had lots of people who added me to their network.
That profile we had created in the program, you mean?
Yes, I haven't updated yet.
This exercise, the module that I covered to optimize your LinkedIn profile, has given to other mentees of mine 150% more visibility based on the statistics of LinkedIn. So in 1 week, by just optimizing their profile the way we do in the program, they got 850% more visibility. People were attracted through keywords, most probably in the algorithm of LinkedIn to their profile. And this is the reason why you receive requests even though you're not that active, because of the keywords and the way the algorithm works towards the content that you have included on your profile. So yes, LinkedIn, thank you for mentioning that. It's really, really important. It's a part I always cover in my programs. And the other comment that I had to say is because your own situation is very unique. You have had a safety net, as we discussed. You have had a full-time job. So at some point, practically, the time that you have to invest in your freelance career, even if it's better during the pandemic, still it's limited because you have already the time that you have for your full-time job. So imagine if you had invested your time, efforts, and so on, double, okay, in your freelance career. Maybe the 1 year duration had been 6 months, okay, because everything works statistically. So everything, it's so unique, I keep saying, based on your character, your background, how you work. You were, for example, part-time freelancer. So everything, you need to take everything into consideration. But for me, the fact that you are a part-time, or you have been a part-time, having a full-time job, okay, getting over all those limiting beliefs and lack of confidence, things that you had only in your mind, which were not, and being at that position in only 1 year, that's a great success. Because for me, because I have been in the same paths like you, I was telling you before we go live, I was an in-house translator myself. It took me 7 years to become established. It took me 7 years to know what to write in my business card, what to write in my website, how to approach clients professionally, how to actually get those clients, because you're already getting them. And definitely I didn't have a clue about online networking, how to contribute in Facebook group and things like that. Never. So for me, 1 year might seem long at some people, and the patience is the key, you say, Kat, but 1 year in comparison to the years,
not that long.
Exactly, to the years we had as translators, okay? When I started out 8 years ago, for example, my freelance career, it took me, I told you, so many years. 1 year would be a dream for me. Like if I had achieved what you have achieved in 1 year, for me would be such a relief. And definitely for me, it's a great story to share, Kat. And thank you for sharing to all of those that they're starting out, that in 1 year, if they have achieved what you have achieved, I think it's at least very, very promising. And I think it's the dream for anyone who's starting out in the business.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. I mean, it doesn't mean that everything's going to generate something immediately, but once you start getting to know people, you just never know where work can come from and from whom. can come from, because I've joined all these groups, so I've had people contacting me for collaborations. Maybe they've started their own projects and they wanted to include a professional like me. So they said, oh, shall we cooperate and like do something together? And that's what I started to do. Now, of course, the thing of my main job, like of my full-time job, is just completely inside my head. Like we were talking when we did the one-to-one last year, when I lack lots of confidence because I'm a course junkie, and I always say that. I always feel that I need another course and I need another credential, when it's just not true, because we said this lots of times. People that are less qualified than us are working more than us. So everything is just in our own head. So now I'm a lot more confident. I would say I'm not ready yet to do the jump, but I will be soon. But that's why every situation is unique. You just need to see what you're living, what you're ready to do. And I think I would say that the time for everyone will come. You just need to find what works for you and what you enjoy doing the most, because we're all different. Not everyone likes doing the same thing. But yeah, having patience is just key. Of course, like having the safety net, like we were talking, helps a lot. It really, really helps.
But as I told you, is a two ways. It has pros and cons. It's a safety net, but at the same time, it's a reason to hold you back from pursuing your dreams because you feel safe right now. We need a motivation, okay, to trigger us and to take action towards our dreams. So thank you for sharing all those tips. Is there anything else you would like to share as a tip?
I don't know.
Whatever you want, but definitely this was really helpful.
I just want to say that probably don't get stuck into thinking that work can only come from one place and only one thing. Because I remember when I started doing some certified translations, I was thinking that I could only translate, I don't know, lots of birth and marriage certificates. And right now, with all this collaboration, I've actually started doing lots of other documents that I didn't even think that I could translate. So I don't know, maybe land registry documents or documents for permission to drive. Because of this seems silly, but this is mainly because of the pandemic, because people are stuck in a different country and you just don't know what they need. Or if we think about now brands are, now I'm thinking about my situation because I'm a legal translator, but if we think about marketing, for example, brands are going crazy with their marketing. I've seen so many marketing campaigns, I don't know, even for the vaccine. It's silly, but even for the vaccine, all the brands are doing the vaccines. They've created all these marketing campaigns and they all need to be translated. So work, it's there. We just need to find what works for us and probably be a little bit more consistent, because I recognize that I'm not consistent, but I'm not consistent because I've got the safety net. So I've got my time of the month and of the year when I'm more consistent with a lot of things, and maybe with, I don't know, marketing or like being visible, and other times when I'm not. But I've realized that when I'm not is because I have work as well.
So your situation is unique. This is what I was saying. You have already, you're a part-time translator, but when you invest in your full-time freelancing career, you will see huge change. I can right now sign that up for you. But definitely, I'm so happy, first of all, for your progress. I'm really happy to see you being already established professional translator without having any lack of confidence or feeling like limiting beliefs and things that they are holding you back. And you give me the opportunity to say that translation is one of the professions that actually see a rise during crisis. And you just mentioned that in different words. So for us, there is work, even if there is pandemic right now, crisis all over the world. Only here in Greece, we are in crisis, financial crisis for over like 10 years right now. Still, there is an opportunity. And our profession is 1 out of the 10th worldwide that they see rise during any kind of crisis. So take this opportunity, as Kat just mentioned she did, and grab the opportunity to see progress, growth in your business, because it's growth to have delivered 3 projects yesterday. It's growth to have people referring to you through groups on Facebook. because of your action. It's growth to have different projects that you didn't know that they were existed coming towards to you. For me, that's growth. And definitely, I'm repeating myself, maybe you don't get 100 clients during a mentoring program, but you know where you're heading. It's, for me, priceless to know what's next, what you can do whenever you want to get clients, what to write on your LinkedIn profile,
Yes.
what to write in your business card, what to write on your website. People are coming, they're telling me I don't have a specialization. So imagine all those basics to be covered, like, you know, what's your specialization, you know where to find clients, you know who is your ideal client through such a program. So all those basics that we are taking them as I don't know, taken, they're not for some people, they need help. And if you don't cover all those basics, you don't have a specialization, you do not know your ideal client, you do not know your marketing material, how to optimize your LinkedIn profile, where your clients are and how to find them, there is no room for growth or progress. So definitely, if a program was there when I started out to cover me all those basics, I would definitely see also some value in that as well. And definitely success, whatever is success for each of us, as we already mentioned, takes time. Okay, it's not overnight. And thank you for mentioning that. And we shouldn't be impatient. We should give the time that all of us or each of us needs, because some of us, we see it earlier, faster. I see that for my mentees right now, and some of them, they take more time. But definitely 1 year time for me, it's a great success. It's very fast, considering statistics in our profession. And thank you once again. I'm really happy for you. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for accepting my invitation. And if through this live we have helped at least one person to get answers and take action towards their dream, for me it's a great success as well. At least one person to be inspired through your story and actually go after their dreams.
Yes, well, I hope this will help someone. Yes, because I mean, I know that loads of people get really disappointed and really discouraged, but I think just having patience and believing in yourself. Because I remember this was the main thing for me when we did the program, and I wasn't confident enough.
Exactly, confidence. Yes, thank you for mentioning that. Please, yes.
Yes, confidence, because even though I had, I don't know, all the qualifications possible, I mean, I'm only missing a PhD in translation. That's my only thing. I've got the right qualifications, so I mean, why shouldn't I be working? And sometimes we just need someone to remind us that we actually have everything that we need. We just need to believe a little bit more in ourselves, because that's also main thing, I think. Because we create a lot of excuses as well in our own head.
And you think that the program has helped you also during that direction to gain confidence through the participation?
Yes. I mean, since the program, I stopped sort of doing all the courses that I thought I needed. Now, if I want to do it because, I don't know, I want to do it, it's fine. But I'm not doing it because I feel like I need it, if that makes any sense, you know? So I'm only doing it because, I mean, I enjoy doing it, but I'm not doing it because I think, oh, I'm missing this thing, so I have to do it, you know?
I really agree with you. And I see that very commonly in our profession through security. In security translators, they go out, they one after the other courses. And I keep telling you, you don't need them. You just need to get into work. Okay. You will gain confidence by the testimonials, okay, and the good words of your clients, and also the quality that you provide. And of course, I am a CPD taker. I always do something. I'm like right now doing my PhD actually. So I never stop learning, but I always always tell you, earn the money first and then invest. Because I see people over investing to courses that they actually don't give them back the money, the investment they've made. So first of all, keep in mind to work to gain income through those projects. And then whenever you feel that you need to fill a gap of your knowledge and so on, then you invest again, but through the money that you have earned first, through some clients. That was great advice, the last that you said, Kat. I don't know if there is anything else you would like to add.
No, I think that's all now, I guess.
I'm just saying my email for those that would like to learn more. It's vmentoring com. I will reply to you personally, and their next round starts in July. So I would really love to answer any questions that you might have. Kat, thank you for being here. Thank you for inspiring us. Let's keep in touch. Okay, you stay here with me, and we close the live. Thank you all for being here with us. Bye bye. Have a great weekend.
Bye.